Good morning, TCTC, and welcome back to another episode. Today, to start off the show, is a program insider in culinary arts.
The culinary program, it's real life. It's a family, man. It's very, time consuming, but it's worth it in the end. It's like you put in the hard work and then you get, a good feeling out of it. What made me want to do culinary? My grandma. She's always baking and cooking, and I was always in the kitchen with her when I was little. For next year, to actually get into the making of culinary, so more cooking wise and more baking typing and serving in here, really just a lot more than what we're doing now. My favorite part is definitely probably bakeology, because I like to bake. I like baking more than any other thing, pretty much. Mostly decorating cakes and cookies. Miss White, Miss White is funny even if she doesn't know she's being funny. She doesn't realize it, but she's definitely hilarious. One of my other favorite things is she's always happy. She's always just smiling for no reason. I don't know why, but when she smiles, it just brightens the whole day.
That looks amazing, Mrs. White's class. Now we have a Bobby's road trip to Mill Creek. Let's check it out.
Welcome to Mill Creek Metro Parks. This 2,658 square acres of land make Mill Creek the largest metro park in the entirety of the United States. Mill Creek Park offers 20 miles of drives and 45 miles of trails. Recreation opportunities include hiking, biking, boating, fishing, golf, tennis, volleyball, picnicking, cross-country skiing, sledding, and so much more. This specific area of Mill Creek Parks is called the Fellows Riverside Gardens. These 12 acres of garden attract over 400,000 visitors per year. The Fellows Riverside Gardens are located in the city of Youngstown and operated by Mill Creek Metro Parks, only 9 miles from the Ohio Turnpike. Many visitors find the gardens a convenient and worthwhile stop while traveling. Collections of European beech, rhododendrons, hollies, shade plants, herbs, dwarf conifers, perennials, as well as many others are displayed for the enjoyment and education of the visitor. Local artists and photographers come to the gardens for compositions and inspiration, as do home gardeners. Special events, weddings, private parties, and art exhibits bring many. Others visit to pursue the fine gifts in the shop in the gardens, enjoy lunch in the garden cafe, or take advantage of the many library resources. Many people just come to relax. For the residents of Mahoning County, the Metro Parks and Fellows Riverside Gardens are their pride and joy. No matter what brings you to Fellows Riverside Gardens, welcome.
That's a very nice place. Now let's take a quick look on what electrical has been doing in lab.
Hi, I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the electrical technology instructor. I have 40 years in the electrical field. I did 33 years at GM as an industrial electrician, plus I have over 15 years as a residential electrician. This class is electrical technology. The juniors spend most of their year doing residential electric, which is what you do in your house. They learn everything from GFCIs, regular receptacles, single pole switches, three-way switches, four-way switches, split receptacles, everything you'd see in a house. Lighting, sconce lighting, overhead lighting. They also, in their junior year and part of their senior year, do commercial electric, which is conduit bending and learning how to pull wire through metal conduit. The senior year, they spend most of their year working with motor control boxes and learning how relays work, timing relays, and transformers. Teaching hardest jobs in electrical or teaching electrical? Okay. In electrical, the hardest thing you'll ever face is fixing somebody else's mess up. That happens everywhere. In teaching, the hardest thing I've faced teaching, I love teaching. I love my students. I do anything in the world for my students. I can teach my students anything they want to learn. I can't teach them how to show up. I can't teach them how to act like adults. And I can't teach them desire. The kids that come here that want to learn electrical, exceed, do whatever they want. The ones that just want to get out of their home school is the hardest challenge I have, is trying to teach a student that really doesn't want to be here. They just are trying to find an easy way out.
That was really interesting. Now, the second to last thing that we have is the word of the week from the students.
Today we're looking at serendipity. Serendipity is the act of finding something valuable or interesting when you are not looking for it. Let's see how people use it in a sentence.
You might say this is serendipity, but you really have to make these things happen.
Evolution seems to proceed not by design, but by chance and serendipity.
My serendipity was cold and stale.
Can you use serendipity in a sentence?
That's the end of another TCTC Time. Thank you for watching. To close out TCTC, here's the wellness tip of the week.